Namaste children. We have already discussed about the first lesson of the textbook Honeydew. As we have already started the lesson, name of the lesson is 3 questions. So these 3 questions were belonging to a king. A king wanted to know the answers for these 3 questions. So he was, what were the 3 questions? Already we have discussed the right time, and a person, and the last one is important thing. As we have already discussed, the king wanted to know the answers for the question of 3. The first one is he just wanted to know what is the right time to do something, and the second one, whom should he listen to? Means he wanted which is the person, or who is the person that he has to listen more, and the third one is what is the important thing that he has to do in his life. So these were the 3 questions which were not allowing the king to sleep properly, and even he was trying himself to find the answers for these 3 questions. So as he has called all the ministers, scholars into his palace, the courtyard. The answers of the other people, were not at the satisfactory level. He was not satisfied with the answers of the other people, or the scholars, or even ministers. But he decided, so if I wait here for the people, those who come here for the answers, it is not going to be useful. Let me find out the answer myself, going outside of my palace, and let me meet some people outside. That too, a person, hermit. So he wanted to meet a hermit. Hermit means a person who is a solitary, or even a person who is single, but he will be following some practices. He will be following traditional activities. So he will be following some religious practices, and one who is good at religious practices. So the person who thinks logically can be considered as hermit. So there was a hermit in the same kingdom. One was staying alone. One was leading his life alone at the out of the place, or out of the village. So the king thought, let me go out of the palace and let me meet the hermit, and I can find the answers by asking him. He could give me the answers for these 3 questions. So later what the king has done, he started moving to hermit, and he even knew that if I go as a king in front of the hermit, he may not give me the answers. He may think even in different way. So let me change my appearance. So this, I should not go in this appearance. Let me change the dress. So he should be as a normal person, or a common citizen, or a common person of the village. He changed himself in a different way, and he started moving by his horse. He raced out of the way, and later he said his soldiers, take away the horse back. You take this horse back to the palace. I'll just walk towards the hermit's hut. So he started moving very closer to the hut of hermit. The hermit was digging the land. He wanted to sow some seeds into the land. So he was just digging. There was a small hut. The hut was belonging to hermit. There was a small hut. He was just digging, and the hermit saw the king. He smiled and wished, hi, good morning, namaste. He just said, that's it. So king even replied the same thing, and again the hermit started his work. What he was doing actually, he was just digging the land. He continued his work. So the king went very closer to the hermit and started asking that, Mr. Hermit, I am here to get the answers for my 3 questions. If you give me the answers, I'll be very happy to know the answers, especially by you. I know that you know the answers for my questions. So please answer for my 3 questions. So hermit didn't reply anything. He was just quiet enough. Again he started digging. So the king observed all these activities of the hermit. Hermit didn't reply anything, and later hermit was breathing. He was breathing a lot and heavily. He was breathing heavily. So the king thought that he is tired enough. Let me help him. So he said to the hermit that, hermit, please give me the spade. Spade means it is an instrument to dig the land. So he was using the spade. So the king has taken the spade back and he started digging the land. So for 1 hour, the king was on the process of digging the land. 1 hour, he was just looking at the hermit, and the hermit said, stop, I will continue. You come and take rest. But the king said, no, you take rest, I'll continue. So he started digging the land, nearly for 3 hours. Nearly for 3 hours, he just continued to dig the land. Soon after that, there was a person, a bearded person. He just ran to the hut. He was just shouting and ran to the hut. He just, fell on the ground. Suddenly, these two, hermit and king, they saw him. These two have seen him, and later they just ran to the person. He was badly injured. There was a wound on his stomach. It was badly injured. So he just pressed the king. Actually, hermit was an old man. He was an old man. So what king has done, king just pressed it because it was bleeding badly. So he just pressed it, but he was unable to control the bleeding. So later what he has done, he has taken a cloth, he just, wet it and washed it, washed it. After, half an hour, the blood was controlled. The bleeding was completely controlled. So he was quite happy. At that moment he was quite normal. And the person one was the bearded man. The bearded man, he saw the king and just he fainted. He fainted down. So king and hermit, both they have taken him inside the hut. They made him to sleep on a bed. So even the king was completely tired. It was late already. It was late, around 8, 9 o'clock at night time. So these two were into the hut, and hermit was even into the house, the hut, small hut. As the king was completely tired, he just started sleeping. The hermit started sleeping. He couldn't even get up at midnight or somewhere else. It was already morning. The king got up. He woke up, and suddenly he saw the person who was standing. No one was sitting in front of him. The bearded man was just crying. The bearded man was crying. He just looked at him. The king looked at him, and the bearded man said, I'm really sorry, the king. Please excuse me. The king was shocked. What did I do to you? And why you are asking me the sorry? Have I done something else? No. The bearded man said, yes, of course you have to excuse me, because yesterday I am the person who is the brother of your enemy. So recently you have got the victory on a person, and you have killed my brother in the battle. In the battlefield there was a battle actually between the bearded man's brother and the king. Both they have fought. So the bearded man started saying that, actually, you fought and you killed my brother. So I am your enemy. Yesterday I wanted to kill you. I got to know that you are going out of the palace to meet hermit. Meanwhile, in the way itself, I wanted to kill you, but unfortunately something happened, and your soldiers, your soldiers hit me badly. They have used their weapons. They have used their sharp swords and other things. They just hit me like anything else. So that made me to get this injury. And if you would not have helped me out, I would have died. So you have saved me, and I'm a person, I'm a fool that I wanted to kill you. You are really good, you are really a good king. I'm really thankful to you. You saved my life, and till today I was just hating you. So today onwards you are not my enemy. Whatever you say, I'll just do that. I will work as a servant. The bearded man said that I will work you as a servant till my last breath. So by listening to all these things, what king has done. King has called his soldiers, and he has even called the doctors. So after calling that, the king said that, doctors, you take care of him. Till he gets recovery, you just take care of him. And he told even the soldiers that you just give his property back. Whatever I have won the property of his brother, you give it back to the bearded man. He was happy and he went back. And meanwhile, the same moment, what hermit was doing. Hermit was outside. He was outside the hut. This conversation between bearded man and the king was into the hut itself. Hermit was sitting outside. He was outside the hut. He was just sowing the seeds in the same land which was dug yesterday. So he was just sowing the seeds. The king went to hermit and started asking, dear hermit, I asked you 3 questions. Please tell me the answers. If you say me the answers, I'll go back to my palace. Even if you say, at least will you say the answers or not? See me that. The hermit was laughing. He was just smiling. He said that I will actually feel very pity on you. King was shocked. Why do you feel pity on me? The hermit said, you have already got the answers. How is it possible? Hermit didn't speak anything. He didn't even talk to king. How did the king get to know the answers of these? So hermit said, okay, fine. I'll just clarify that you have got the answers already. Yesterday, you have come directly to meet me here to get the answers. Fine. So, the moment when you came here, I was digging. You asked me a few questions, but I didn't answer. If in case, thinking that hermit is not going to answer the questions, if you would have thought and you would have gone back to your palace, you would have been killed, because the bearded man was waiting for killing the king. Actually the king has waited there for the answers from hermit. If the king wouldn't have waited and would have gone back to his palace at the moment, he would have been killed. So the first thing what you have done is, you waited for the answers from me. You waited there. Fine. And second thing, you pitied on me by seeing my conditions. You felt guilty, you felt very bad, and you started working there. That's good. The third thing, what you have done, the same moment, the bearded man came here with a wound, injury. You treated him. You have given the treatment to the person. You saved his life. That is the third thing. Fine, very good. So king was really confused. He was just asking, so what is the link that you are giving to my question and the task what I have done? The hermit started saying that the moment when you waited there, and started working, that is the right time. And the right time of every person is now. The right time to do something for every person is now. You have to do. You never plan for something that can be done tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or next month, next year. What is the right time to do? Now. So what was the right time that you have used? Digging. You have waited for the answers. That is the right time. And second, Whom did you feel that you have to listen? Whom did you feel that the important person? That is me. Hermit is telling the answer which were known by the king actually. Practically, the king got the answers from himself. So, who was the important person that king had to listen? The right moment, who will be in front of you and you feel that you want to help or you want to do something to the person, that is the right person that you have to listen. And what is the important thing you have done? Digging. At the moment, the right moment, what you have the job, what you have the task, that is the most important thing. And he has compared the second scene to the three questions. The right time. What king has done, the king has cleaned the wound of the bearded man. That is the right time. The right time. At present, if he wouldn't have treated the person, if he wouldn't have cleaned the wound, he would have died. Means the bearded man would have died. But the right time, the king has used the right time to clean the wound and give the treatment. That is the right time. And the right person, the person badly needed the help of you. The person badly needed the treatment of you. So you have done a good job to the same a needy person. So you have to listen or you have to get the people, those who are in need. So you have to listen to the people, those who are in need and they need you actually. That is what the important person. What is the important thing that you have done to the bearded man? So you have done a good job that you have saved the life of bearded man. So you have given the treatment. The treatment is itself an important thing. So after knowing all these things, the king was surprised. So he realized himself that now is the right time to do something. And what is the important person that he has to listen? The person one who is in need and the person one who wants me as a need. This is what the important person he should listen. And the important thing is what is in my hand at present. Now, if I think right time is now, then what is in my hand to do something? That is the important thing to be completed by a person. So by knowing the answers, king was very happy. He just greeted the hermit and went back to his palace. This is what the story of a king and a hermit. And you students, even you can think that never question yourself that whenever you want to know something for the right time, you just have to decide, and you have to apply this in your life. The thing is, you should not postpone the work. You just have to think yourself that now the present moment is the right time to do my job, to do my work, and I should listen only to myself. Nobody has suggested the king to give the treatment. Has somebody told him to do the treatment? No. He decided himself. And we should think ourselves that I'm the important person and I should listen myself. And what is the important thing? What is at present in our hand that has to be done. So this is what a good message from the lesson, the first chapter of 7th standard Honeydew. So students will get back to you in the next session with the next chapter. Thank you.